So I participated in a $250 cash cup, and this is my experience and my games in that $250 cash cup. It was fun, though it lasted so long. Alright. It lasted 2 days. The first day took like 9 hours, and then the rest was continued the next day for another like 6 hours. Overall, it was a great tournament. It was very fun, and win or lose, I had a great time. And I was a bit disappointed in myself when I lost, but only one person can win, and it wasn't me. But anyways, here are my fights and how they went. Alright, so for the first match of my tournament, I'm fighting Valhalla. And here, I am trying to figure out his playstyle. Don't want to get too close, because I don't really know how he plays. Just throwing some orbs, see what he does, try to deal some damage if I can. Go above him, gonna go for a lightning spear strike. He hits me, I miss. That caught me off guard. I need to keep my distance from him though, which is what I'm doing. But he is just not allowing me to move close. As you can see, even when I try to go in for a head-on attack with lightning punch, he blocks it with an earth wall and deals damage at the same time. He's consistently throwing earth walls and turning them into boulders, so I can't really find an opening, so I'm really keeping my distance. You'll see in a moment I try to go up pretty soon. Yeah. See what I can do. Can I do a vortex lightning punch? Lightning punch it is. I miss, and he hits me. By now, I think I am about half health. He's capping point on me, trying to get me to go head on, which is what I'm about to do. I fumble, don't hit him at all. He has the advantage so far. I try going in with a vortex, I do not land it. Here he goes into cap point, whether he wants to actually capture point or just wants me to fight him head on. I don't know if you saw that, but my health bar got pretty low there, and I landed 2 lightning spears on him, dealing some good damage. Try to do it again. He blocks it with his boulder. Throwing some orbs every once in a while. Hit him with a lightning punch, dealing some great damage. I blocked that boulder, but it still did some damage, unfortunately. Alright, here I'm going for a lightning punch into the ultimate, and I land it, 200. I win the first round, second round, let's see how I do. Now really what I'm doing with these lightning orbs and my lightning spears far range is trying to just land them while kind of having him push back a bit so he's distracted, and once I get him distracted, I'm gonna attempt to go in with a lightning punch. I can't use vortex on him. I'm sure you've noticed by now, like, I haven't been using vortex a lot. Vortex is not good against earth walls, and that's pretty much all he's doing. So I can't necessarily do it because I'm not ready for that trade of damage. It is not a good trade of damage. If I'm gonna trade damage, it's gonna be through lightning punch. It'll be quick, fast, and possibly easy. So here I'm still looking for openings, which is why I go up in the air trying to find an opening. Though once again, he is not allowing me with those walls. So I back out, regain, recharge. My charge rate is a lot slower than his, so he can constantly throw out attacks. I don't know what that lightning orb was, pretty bad. Here he is again, claiming point, try to get me to confront him head on. I attempt, we both fumble, did not hit each other. Here we're just throwing attacks back and forth, we're not necessarily landing anything. I don't know what I just did there. I think I went for a lightning punch or a lightning sword attack, though he parried. I am adapting a bit to his playstyle. As you can see, I'm more aware of his earth walls and boulders, but it's still a bit difficult to predict. As I have not necessarily fought Valhalla before, and I think I've only fought him once in a public lobby. So here now I'm trying to have the advantage of being in the center of the playing field. Storm's coming in. I have the health advantage. And at this moment, I'm feeling very confident that I win. But you will soon see that I do not win this round. I'm doing great. I've adapted to his playstyle. I'm not getting hit as much, and he's getting hit more. I found his openings and his weak spots, and I am just taking advantage of that. Keeping my distance, jumping over his earth walls and stuff. You get hit there. It's alright. Checking my dash recharges, making sure I can push in. I do check my health, though you can't see it, but the camera just doesn't pick up when I'm looking at my health. I hit him there with a good vortex. I think that's the second time I've used vortex on him. Here, I do a dumb play, you will see. I get confident, and I try to do my little lightning orb tech in the air, and he ult cancels in the air to hit me with his ult, which you will see right there. Look at that. Devious. I try to negate the damage and just avoid his attack, but it's too late. By the time I run out of flight stamina, I can't do much. I try to hit him with the lightning sword before I die, but he takes the one with his ultimate. Alright, round 3. Let's see. I'm keeping everything up, though this time I'm playing more seriously. I now know how to really just avoid his attacks. He's getting a bit predictable, which is great for me. Throwing some orbs, try to catch him off guard. Another thing too is as I'm throwing orbs, I'm really hoping they bounce off of banners and just that yellow rim around the checkered board. Hopefully it could bounce off and hit him. And with that orb, check it out. Hits the banner, bounces off of it, and it hits him, dealing some damage. I don't know if you saw that. I'm sure he was surprised by it. I was surprised by it too because that was not intentional, though it worked. This round, I'm very confident. Just like second round, though I lost second round, this round I was certain I'd win. At this time, I knew what I had to do, and I wasn't going to make no more dumb plays like the play I made on the second round. I wasn't going to go up in the sky. That would give his ult a great advantage. By the way, that ult that he did there, no Earthbender has ever done that to me. They've tried, but they never succeeded. Valhalla was the only one that succeeded with that ult cancel in the air. I attempt my ult, I miss. Fumble. Can I still kill him though? We will see. Again, I'm trying to find openings to attack him head on. Again, lightning, alright? Lightning is mid-range and close range. Lightning is not good far range. Though lightning has gotten a slight better advantage far range simply because orbs now track by just a little bit. Though it's not too good, it's something. Here I tried to go in, went in for a vortex. I had to attempt it. I was getting used to his playstyle. So I confidently did that, landed. I'm sure he traded an attack with me as I used my vortex. Here he goes for a claiming point once again. Storm is coming in. Try to vortex him. We've dealt some damage to each other. At this point we're pretty low. Yeah, we are pretty low. I have a slight health advantage on him. But other than that, it is still a close game. Anything could happen. He could win, or I could win. I'm getting a bit nervous here. I could just feel it. I tried killing him with a lightning punch because I don't want to take risks again. I'm throwing bolts just to try to distract him, just to tease him, just to hopefully land the attack if I even can. And right there, I hit him with a lightning punch, ending the game and moving on in the bracket. That was a pretty good game. I'm giving that fight like a 2.4 star out of 5 difficulty. Next, I'm fighting Jeff the Lava Bender, the toughest fight of the tournament. Also, in my fight with Jeff, I was talking during the fight, so anytime you see subtitles, that's what I was saying during the fight, not the voiceover, though the AI subtitles are a little messed up. Alright, so OK Jeff is playing Lava. I was really confident about this game. Like, I just had a feeling, like, before the match started, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna win. It wasn't like, yeah, I'm gonna win easily. It was more like, it's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna win.
can't get too close.
Well, as you can see here, and you're about to see, is I don't hit Jeff a single time. Not a single time. He hits me every time. I play really aggressively because I feel more confident fighting him. As you can see, I'm not necessarily throwing as much projectile attacks as I would before. I'm keeping my distance. I do not want to get hit by lava spikes. And right there, I was thinking I need to go in for a vortex, but he turned that lava wave into a wall, and so I just backed out immediately. Didn't want to deal with that. Throwing some orbs. I'm really trying to land a hit. I'm getting a bit desperate. I'm looking for a lightning punch and a vortex to hit. Those are my main attacks. I gotta hit them. Trying to regain, keep my distance from him, stay above him.
Oh, no.
Tragic attack. Very tragic. Can't stay on the ground with him, especially as he's charging. Push myself back a bit. Cannot let him get close. I have to stay above him if I'm gonna get close to him. He hits me, turns that lava wave into a rock, and stasis it right behind me. Here I go for a desperate lightning punch. I miss. Try to hit him with flamethrower and he kills me. I did not land a single hit. This round I play a bit more safe. You'll see what I mean. I'm not gonna go in for desperate attacks unless I know I can land them. Like right there. I saw that he did not have his lava charged, so I quickly went in for a lightning punch. Hit him with that lightning orb, though he blocked majority of the damage about. Keeping my distance this time.
I need to no-hit him.
Trying to hit him with some spears.
I
missed the attacks. It's alright though. Really gotta keep my distance from him. I can't get close. I really cannot. I back out immediately. It was a good call because he used lava spikes. Lava spikes are really insane. Alright, I try landing some hits. Yep. Right there, I don't want to go back up right where I fell because he could lava spike me as he just did. Here I'm going to go in for an ultimate. Will I land it? Hell nah. Fumble. Exactly. Just really keeping my distance. Trying to figure out where I can get an opening. He's laying the floor with lava. I can't get too close. I go in for a vortex. It lands. Successful. Here I'm playing way more passively than I was against Valhalla, I feel. I'm not necessarily getting too close to him. Because it's devastating, man. He can immediately bring up a lava wave dealing tons of damage or lava spikes. He hits me with 2 lava spikes dead on. That's half of my health gone. Everyone knows this. Bam, like so. That first round was truly devastating though, man. I'm still thinking about it as I fight. He's just covering the floor in lava. I can't even really get close. Parry that little attack. Negate most of the damage. He hits me with that boulder. That was really good. Here it's getting close. The zone is closing in. I did not want zone to close in. I needed to kill him before zone closed in. Lava players are strongest when zone is closing.
This is bad.
Especially because I'm sure we are now at about the same health. And if we are not, now we are. I'm getting desperate here. I'm trying to figure out what I can do. As I threw those spears, I was thinking, yeah, that was such a mistake. I should have just saved my attack. And I don't land it. Unfortunately though, I had a little lag spike as bro joined. So that was bad.
I won.
And we kill each other at the same time, but the game registers me as the winner, giving me a second chance.
This guy's tough. Tougher than Valhalla.
Absolute luck. Absolute luck. Alright? That is actual luck. That should have been game. It should have.
Killed me first round.
But the
I didn't
game
even have
gave me a second chance. So I'm gonna use that second chance. Hopefully I can win the third round. Making the scoreboard 1-2.
It's
And
those
move
lava
on
spikes. I'm staying
with
away
my
from
next
those.
fight. This guy is really devastating. One of the best lava players I've ever seen. And I counter lava players. When I see lava players, I see Golden Scar, alright?
If I get hit once
It
by
is just
them,
fantastic. I know I'm gonna win every time. This guy though,
everyone knows that.
truly devastating.
Lava spikes.
Truly.
Most deadly.
I'm really trying. I'm really trying. This guy is my toughest fight this tournament. All my other fights, sure, they were tough, but holy man. Insane. I didn't even land a single hit. The first round and the second round killed each other at the same time. That was scary, man. Here, I land a crazy combo on him. Little bread and butter combo. Lightning punch into vortex. Simple, great, fantastic
I'm gonna
combo.
line up my.
You know, people always say, oh, it deals too much damage.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I just hit him with a lightning punch and a vortex, bro. That did like probably 30% damage to his health. You know, if I land the full vortex, that'll deal with half your health. But again, if I land the full vortex. Another thing too is, I missed that ult. Missed it. But yeah, another thing too is, I have close combat and vengeful rage activated as techniques. So when I'm under 50% health, that vengeful rage is activated. Plus the close combat. So that's why my vortexes feel like they do so much damage, because they do. I got 2 techniques to make my lightning punch and vortex stronger. With that is, I'm actually running Excalibur these fights. Excalibur boosts my punch, physical punch, and a lightning
It
sword.
wasn't as devastating.
Here he's claiming point on me. I'm getting a bit scared. Zone's coming in. Once again, can't kill him before zone. Lava benders are insane. When zone closes, they just cover the floor in lava. Can't do much. You gotta stay above them. If you can't stay above them,
Don't have the health advantage.
you're cooked.
And
Luckily, I have experience with lava players and staying above them. Though this guy, he is insane, alright? He is great. Yeah, you can see I'm really just trying to stay above him. Take that lightning spike head on. Gotta keep my distance. I'm panicking a bit. Lightning punching into the sky. Going for a vortex. Miss it. Fire leap up into the sky. Gotta stay in the sky as long as possible. And I win.
Jeez, bro, I have no idea how I won that second round, bro. That was insane. I'm like, yeah, that's game for me. And then it says I won.
Hot damn, that was a crazy difficult fight. Easily like a 5-star at a 5-star difficulty, or like 4.8 difficulty. Nah, that's definitely a 5-star difficulty. Holy. Unfortunately though, my next fight after OK Jeff with chocolate milk did not save. I recorded the fight, but it just did not save onto my Oculus, and I could not sync it on my phone either. So that fight is just lost. And speaking of lost, I did lose that fight against chocolate milk, alright? Choco, he won fair and square. But it's a good thing for me because I don't have to show myself getting whooped on. Alright, that was my first elimination against chocolate milk. Now moving on to my second elimination. I had 2 games, lost the second. Here it is. Okay, so here I'm fighting Super Saiyan, one of my more easier fights. I had a feeling it was going to be easy. Sorry, Super Saiyan, but I just knew the fight was going to be easy, and it was easy. Throw a little lightning ball, hits him, he tried to parry. Didn't work. Doing great so far. It's our construction site as well. We both agreed to it. We're also playing on West. We agreed to it all. And this was one of the more fun fights I had. Because it was exotic, it was on construction site. Literally all my fights were on chessboard, and it's just so boring to fight on chessboard. So this was a very fun match. Yeah. Now I am pursuing him. I'm trying to hit him with something. Oh, he misses his ult.
Ooh, that would have been devastating.
But yeah, I'm trying to hit him with something. I just don't know what. You know, if I knew what I was gonna hit him with, I'd probably do a lightning punch. I parried that little explosion he did on me. Do a vortex, hit him a bit. We traded blows. I did a bit more damage. Control point is now on. I tried pressuring him with some vortex, and it looks like he's trying to get me into point with him, get close range. Little does he know, I got that lightning punch. Hit him with flamethrower right there. Flamethrower is very good. It's underrated. Don't know why people don't use it. Flamethrower is honestly really good on lightning. If you are lightning, you should be using flamethrower. It's fantastic, alright? He missed that fire orb. That was actually scary. Caught me off guard a bit. Hits me with an attack. Try to hit him with a vortex. Didn't work. I need to finish the fight. Trying to hit him with some spears. Miss. He's staying up in the ground. Now, I'm staying more grounded this fight for some reason. He tries luring me into the ground. I vortex the ground hoping he's underneath there. I don't know if I hit him or not. He threw some javelins. I throw an orb. Miss. We're not really trading attacks. We are trying to hit each other though. Dash out of that explosion.
Oh, that
Ooh, that fire arrow would have hit me if he didn't detonate it there. Pretty sure I called that out before. He tries claiming point on me. Not gonna let it happen.
Ooh,
hit him with a vortex.
round.
Finish it off. Not gonna lie, man. I was starting to feel a little bad, you know. I didn't want to try too hard. Because I really could have ended it real quick, but, you know. I just wanted the fight to last a little longer. Hit him with lightning swords. Beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Wonderful sight to see. I don't think anyone's ever done that, bro. I don't think anyone's ever done that in a tournament, for real. Mainly because, like, I'm the only one that plays lightning. But come on. When does that ever happen? When does it ever happen that any element hits their opponent with a melee attack like that? Alright? I think I was the first. But now he's playing underneath. He's trying to get me down, which is good for him, but also good for me. It's good for me because I have orbs, which I'll use in a little bit. It's good for both of us, too, because we are both using Fire Pillar. He misses his Fire Pillar.
I was not parrying that.
If he hadn't missed it, he would have hit me because I was not parrying that.
If you didn't miss that, you would have.
He's also got the advantage down here because he can put some orbs, throw them onto the nearest wall, explode onto me. It doesn't look like he's doing that, though.
Yeah.
Try hitting him with a vortex, I miss. He's playing really passively a bit. He parries my vortex. I try to hit him with flamethrower, but he blocks it. We're trading blows now. I'm pretty low, but I still have the health advantage. Throw some orbs, bounce off the walls, ricochet, maybe hopefully hit him. He hits me with another explosion. Now I'm getting a little impatient. I'm kind of regretting going a bit easy on him. Almost hits me with that fire arrow detonation, but I parried it. And then I'm using some orbs here.
Dude, that lag spike, I slipped.
I had a little lag spike right there when Luke joined. Luke, what the hell, man? That's why I slipped off the edge.
No, that parry.
He parries my lightning orb. Alright. Throw an orb. He parries that. Throw another orb.
Yes.
Finish the game with that orb.
Good game.
GG's, man. I'm gonna give me and Super Saiyan's fight a 1.3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't too difficult. I was in a constant flow state. I didn't panic once, though I made some dumb mistakes because I was trying to do stuff. I was trying to be cool, do some cool attacks and stuff. But yeah, moving on to my final fight that got me eliminated against Valhalla. Alright, this is the fight that I lost against Valhalla, making me and Valhalla 1-1, tied on the scoreboard. You'll see why. Though this time I was more prepared to fight him, I still ended up losing. I made some very, very not smart plays. Another thing as well is while fighting him, I've been fighting him more aggressive this round that I lost on, simply because I felt pressured after a rule was made about no zoning, and I heard it through the grapevine that people were saying I was zoning against Valhalla. So I kind of took it a bit personally. I took it a little too personally. I wanted to prove them wrong. It's just that simply I hadn't really fought Valhalla like that before, and that was my first time fighting him from what I can remember. I fought him before, And the first time I was fighting him, I was really just testing the waters, you know. I'm not gonna just bum rush someone immediately, you know, and call it a day. He's constantly throwing up walls. I can't do much about that. You know, I'm just gonna get hit every time. And you can see I'm charging attacks and I have to constantly drop my attacks because he's just throwing up so much walls. And it's hard to deal with. So I need to keep my distance. If I'm not keeping my distance, I'm losing. So it's unfortunate. It's a playstyle that needs to be played. He's doing about the same. He's trying to get close, but also staying mid-range. What I think he's doing is he's trying to get me out of center so that he can claim center and try to get me to rush him while he's on point. I don't have a lot of defense. He has great defense, so I can't claim point like how he does. Hit my ult. Fantastic. Beautiful. Did a lot of damage. And I could already tell I was winning. I had the health advantage. All I needed to do was land a lightning punch or anything really. And the bag was secured. Did I sell? Not really. And I just noticed right there that I do not have the health advantage. We're pretty close, though I do take it with a lightning punch. The same way I use lightning punch on weak players is the same way fire players use fire laser on weak players. It's just a quick, easy way to eliminate your opponent. But we are playing very aggressive. This fight, I feel, was definitely better than the first. This fight was not as tough as the first. It was probably as tough as the first, but I was just way more confident in what I was doing. This time I wasn't going to go in the sky. You'll notice that I'm more staying grounded, and I'm only really going in the sky to really get an attack on him with whatever move I could possibly do, which is lightning punch. No, vortex, wow. But yeah, I really wanted to use vortex on him, but again, he's constantly throwing up walls, and walls counters vortex. So I couldn't do much about that. Keeping my distance, getting up in the sky. He's trying to hit me with his walls up there. And you'll notice, once again, every time I'm in the sky, he throws up a wall and blocks my point of view from him. I don't have stasis. Lightning doesn't have stasis. I can't just swing my moves around him and hope it hits. And I won't use orb because it's too slow and it doesn't home as good as it used to. So throwing orb is a bit useless. It'll just bounce off and it doesn't track for too long. So I'm playing it pretty aggressively. I got too confident. Hit him with flamethrower. And not gonna lie, this fight, as I'm watching it, kind of annoys me because not only was I pressured by zoning, is I didn't want to win using my ultimate two times and then something would happen. Either we'd have to rematch because I used my ult 2 times or complaints. So I didn't. I should have, and I'm going to next tournament if I ever Valhalla again, if I have the chance. Because now I know his playstyle a bit, so I'll be ready for that. So here I'm just trying to, hit him with the usual lightning spears, punch, orbs, just using anything that I can. But yeah, I felt really pressured the whole match. And so, boom, lightning punch into his wall and die. Round 3. This is where things were getting a bit serious. I was still on my dumb, I'm not going to use my ult. I did attempt to end up using it in the end of the fight, but I died as I went to use it. But yeah, it's just the same old. We're kind of still fighting the same way. Nothing's really changing. Just avoiding his attacks, he's avoiding mine. I'm trying to look for openings, though his stasis does not allow me to. The constant earth walls is just too much. It's too much. He can quickly charge up an attack. I cannot. I simply cannot. By the time I could charge up 2 lightning attacks, he's already thrown 4 fully charged earth walls. So I really had to play it smart, and I was not doing that. Here's where I lose the game. I try to lightning punch into an ult. and it did not work, as you will see right here. Out of desperation, I went in for an ult there at the end, and I died. I did not expect to die like that, but it is what it is. Overall, that fight, I'm not too sure on the difficulty. I'd say it's about the same, honestly. It wasn't as hard, though. I made some really dumb plays, and I just really felt pressured. I felt like I couldn't do things that I normally do, so I felt limited. But overall, that fight was probably a 2.3 stars as well, or just a flat 2 stars. I could do better. I know I can. And that was my experience in the tournament. Thank you for watching.